Today, you're going to get your share on with the WebShare API. Before we begin, this video's sponsor is Linode, and they make it easy and affordable to host your site, app, or service on whatever technology stack you use. Unlike entry-level hosting services, Linode is a step up to powerful, fast, fully configurable cloud computing. With server plans starting at just $5 plus no hidden fees or surprise outages, Linode offers a no-nonsense hosting at a price you can afford. So sign up now using the link below to get a $20 credit on your new Linode account. Hey everyone, what's up? Gary Simon of CourseCetera.com. So today we're going to be checking out the WebShare API. So basically, if you have an interesting page, maybe it's a blog or whatever, and you want people to be able to share it, then you have your share button or your icon. People click it and you want different social media icons and buttons to show up from which people can share. Well, the WebShare API is a superior way of approaching that, for instance, on Android, because it's going to show all of the apps on the person's phone from which they can share. Did I say phone? Anyhow, here's the thing. It's not very widely supported, obviously. It's at 45%. So it's very easy, though, to check if it is accepted, and then we can offer a fallback, which is what we're going to do. So our little example is right here. And so on the browser here, it's just going to show the fallback solution that I have here. However, on the phone, so this is what the WebShare API will do on a device that actually has it as an option. So if I come here and I touch this, we'll see it shows up natively this huge, massive list of different apps that it can be shared to. And it will use the URL and the other data that you pass along with it in order to share, such as the title and the URL. All right, yes, I am a floating head today because I have a green shirt. It is my Linode t-shirt, the sponsor of this video, and they sent me a green shirt. Maybe I'll have them send a different one. So yeah, I'm just going to be a floating head today. I have a blank folder opened up here called Share in Visual Studio Code. So go ahead and create one if you want to follow along. I'm going to create an index.html, abbreviation of exclamation point, save that, close welcome. We're going to make a CSS folder real quickly with a main.sas file. And once the plugin loads in a second here, come on, show up. There we go. We're going to click Watch SAS. You're going to need the Live SAS, where is it at? Live SAS compilation plugin. And also we'll use the live server as well in a little bit. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go back to our index.html. And so initially we're just going to write some HTML, then we'll get to the fun JavaScript stuff. So we're going to have a container. All right, and by the way, I'll be using some Emmet abbreviations for this, which makes typing out HTML quicker. I have a crash course on that, so just do a channel search to find that. Our container is just going to hold some basic stuff like H1, amazing content, and of course, as always, paragraph. Boy, put your fingers in the right spot. Paragraph with lorem ipsum. All right, I think that's a plugin as well. To be able to quickly put in some lorem ipsum text. I think it is. All right, so then also just a button, and we're just gonna say share this story. Okay, so all this stuff, this is your page, whatever. Hopefully it's interesting enough in which people are gonna wanna share it and not just close out. After that, we're going to have the rest of our HTML, which is still just a few more elements, not much, will be designated for the fallback solution. So there's not a huge amount of support for the WebShare API, so the browsers or devices that don't have access to it, you're gonna want to show, obviously, we're gonna have this button still, and we want it to work still, so we're gonna have our own solution. So we're gonna have a div class of overlay, and that's just gonna kind of make this stuff right here, the whole web page background, blurred out or darkened. And then we're gonna have a class of share. And inside of share, we'll have an H2 with a title, share now. This is just going to be like a position absolute little model that's going to show up, or modal or whatever, with just some fictional share buttons. All right, so social link here, that could be like Facebook, Twitter, whatever, whichever ones you want to include. We're not going to actually make these function because that's not really the point of the tutorial. Just know that you should have a fallback solution, and There are already GitHub, if you don't want to do these from scratch, there are already a bunch of different libraries that are quite popular for creating your own social share buttons. And that's where you would stick these inside of this section right here. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. And that's all our HTML is right here. So let's go ahead real quickly before we get to the JavaScript. Let's style it up real quick. I'm going to paste in just a couple rule sets. So we got our margin. I'm trying to read too fast. Our body and our margin. Font family, Nunito, we're going to use this time. I have that installed, so I'm not importing it. We're going to have a container. And inside of our container, again, this is just some basic stuff. Kind of centering things up. I have a massive rule set for our button just to make it extra pretty. All right, so I'm going to paste that in. So as you can see, there's just a lot happening here. Nothing that's really pertinent to the purpose of this tutorial. I'm just doing a little transition here, all that good stuff. We also, after that, outside of everything here, have our share. So let's just do our overlay real quickly. Now the overlay is going to be just for that area that's kind of going to be darkened. So to do that, we have content blank. We have opacity 1. Actually, I had that there. I don't think we need that because I was going to do a pre or a before selector, but I decided not to. Position absolute, Z index 0. Top left 0, width 100, viewport width and height, and background is RGBA with a 0.5, so 50% opacity. Let's go ahead real quick, right click, open the index with a live server. All right. And it's not going to show because we have to link it first. So this is going to CSS main.css. Please get out of here. Something was in the way of my screen. So now we'll go back. All right, so it's showing up for now. This is our dimmed out background. That's that overlay that's showing. And then we also have our share right here. And the share opacity, we're going to leave opacity out actually. I'm deciding to change some things by default, but no big deal on the run here. We'll do left 0, right 0, top 30%, margin auto. So the left 0 and right 0 margin auto is how you can center position an absolute div. So we'll also have width, we'll just make it 50%. Z index is going to be 1 here, and padding will be 1 EM around, and background will be white. So let's save that. There we go. And let's make those links look a little bit better. So I will just nest these two in here. So we have an H2 with margin 0, and then our buttons. And there we go. That's all we're going to be doing. Normally, you would want to put like an X here for people to close out this window, but just to be quick, we'll make a click event for the background that will close this out if anybody clicks outside of here. So right now, by default, of course, we don't want to show this, so we're going to add a couple rule sets just to hide it. So up here, we'll just do share and overlay. We're going to display none. And then we're going to attach to it to the class list through JavaScript, show-share display block. So by default, we're not going to see anything now, and this is our little page. So let's get to the JavaScript, the whole reason you're here. I tried to move through this quickly so we can get to the actual pertinent stuff. So script, we'll just do inline JavaScript here. We're going to create a few constants. So we're going to get our share button equals document.query selector. It's all just vanilla JavaScript stuff. All right. Also, we're going to here, let's, instead of typing all this, Shift, Alt, and down arrow key, we're going to change this one here to overlay, and then also share modal here. This will be our overlay class, and this is going to be our share class. That's, of course, in reference to these two things right here. Next up after that, we're going to get the title of the current page. Const title equals window.document.title. Very simple. Also, const URL is going to be a window.document.location.href. So that gives us the URL of the current page. All right, so the first thing we want to do is add an event listener, click event, on our button right here. So all we have to do is say share button and .add event listener. It's a click event. And we'll just pass in, I think we're not even using the event, so we can just put this, our arrow function. And then what we could say is if navigator.share. So this is going to check if the device has access to this web share API. So inside of here, yes, it does. Otherwise, we'll have our else outside of here. All right, so what we can do now is say navigator, we call the share method, and it's an object. You can put your title. We'll put our backticks here, and we just put in the title here, which we defined up above. Let's replicate that line. It's going to be URL. I believe this also accepts a few more parameters that are optional, and you can look those up yourself. And then we can say then, and you can console log thanks for sharing. So this gets fired after they've actually utilized it. And if you want to catch some errors, which you always should, you can catch console.error. And that's it. So normally you could print this, you could probably use JavaScript to show some sort of message on the screen instead of just console logging it. Then we could do else, and this is where we want to show our stuff right here. So we just use JavaScript to append a class, which we already defined in our main CSS. So we'll say overlay, which is defined right here, dot class list dot add, and we'll add show hyphen share, which is coming from right here, display block. We'll do the same thing, and this is of course our share modal. I think that's the correct pronunciation. Now let's try it so far. All right, so we can see it shows it, but we don't. It doesn't work because we're clicking off of it. So what we'll do then is just come out here and we'll say overlay.add event listener, click, and we'll simply say overlay.class list.remove show hyphen share. Very simple. Same thing here. Save it. And we can click off. All right, so very, very cool. And if you want to test this out, one thing that a couple caveats, like I hopefully I'll remember to mention at the beginning of the video, but in case I didn't, is that this will only work if you're serving it over HTTPS. All right, so very important to have your SSL when you're in a live environment. And of course, if you want to try it out on CodePen, they're HTTPS by default, so those will work in that context. So everything I have here is up on CodePen, and so you can visit it with your phone, for instance, and if your phone's capable of the WebShare API, then it will of course show up. And I'm going to do a little video real quick right now on my phone showing this and what it looks like on a device that has WebShare API enabled. So this is what the WebShare API will do on a device that actually has it as an option. So if I come here and I touch this, we'll see it shows up natively this huge, massive list of different apps that it can be shared to. And it will use the URL and the other data that you pass along with it in order to share, such as the title and the URL. All right, so hopefully you learned a lot there and you now know how to set up sharing on your sites and apps. All right, make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.